So for today's weekly Jinx video, and for those that don't know, every Wednesday we talk about Jinx on this channel in some capacity, and it's decided by you the topic we talk about, commenting in the comments below about what you want to see me talk about for next week's Jinx video, as well as this video acting as a weekly discussion thread video on the Jinx subreddit, League of Jinx. Feel free to check that out. And what I wanted to talk about today was something a bit off meta, and that's Rageblade on Jinx. And what I want to talk about it for is not as a, hey, this is actually low-key or secretly better than the crit build. Crit build Jinx will probably always be better, even in off-meta roles, but some of the AD carries right now, at least in pro play that are successful, are carries that are building Rageblade, even if they don't usually build Rageblade. For example, Varus. Kog'Maw, you can make the argument, kind of always did build Rageblade, at least after his initial rework, but even that, he used to build Trinity Force Blade of the Ruined King or Trinity Force Infinity Edge, and he's now just a Rageblade builder. And why I want to talk about it on Jinx is because I guess I want to get the conversation started that some people feel like Jinx is still in a really not bad spot, but she's not as successful as she should be in a meta with Ardent Censer and Peel and heals and stuff. And is it just a matter of she doesn't bring enough mixed damage to the table? Is it the fact that Varus and Kog'Maw also have immobility, and in Kog'Maw's case, no self-peel, no CC, nothing like that, but because he brings mixed damage, that if the enemy team builds tanks, he'll still kill them. That's where his value is, and as such, if Jinx wanted to see more success, that's what she would have to do as well, is bring some sort of mix on-hit magic damage that she currently just doesn't bring. Now granted, this doesn't necessarily mean you have to build a full on-hit Jinx build. What I'm talking about this is, do you still go like triple crit, and then if you still need the last whisper, get it, and like as a 6th item, you go Rageblade, right? Or if you're one of those people that like experimenting, and you do go Rageblade first, do you go like Rageblade into Infinity Edge? Like, do you mix it up a lot, or do you just mix it up a little bit? Do you just put Rageblade in the build whatsoever? Or does Jinx just have to wait until like her build and what she does is stronger right now? She just doesn't get to ride that Rageblade wave right now, despite the fact the meta seems like it should be alright for her, and some people feel like it just isn't still, right? That's the point of this video, is just to kind of bring that up a bit, because I've tried on-hit magic damage Jinx in the past, and I will say that against things like Malphite and Rammus, it actually is pretty effective, right? Like, they armorize against you because they're like, oh, not only are you an AD champion, but you're a hyper carry. If I build a lot of armor in a Thornmail, you just won't be able to do anything ever. And like, surprise, you're doing a bunch of on-hit magic damage and you're still shredding them, and it's like, oh, well, I guess picking these champions was completely useless. As someone who has played a game against a Malphite and a Rammus on the enemy team, the on-hit build can work, right? My problem with it, and what other people's problem probably is with it, is it takes longer, even longer, to scale than the crit item build, and it doesn't feel like it even has the same payout as the crit items, right? Like, if you build full build crit item Jinx, and at least if you get to that late game point, it feels like you're going to take over the game, you're going to possibly kill everybody, right? When you get on-hit Jinx damage full build, you will be able to handle situations like Malphite and Rammus, but ultimately it feels like the crit would have been better, because then on other targets that you don't really have to worry about armor about, it's just kind of there. It's not terrible, it'll work, especially if the setup time, but it's not fantastic, I guess is the thing. And that's why I'm making this video. How do you guys, not only do you feel about Rageblade on Jinx at all, but do you think there are actually certain situations where it is viable as a 6th item, or against certain champions like Malphite and Rammus? Or do you think no matter what, the crit item, the crit build is the way to go? And if something like Rammus and Malphite's the problem, then just maybe throwing a Blade of the Ruined King in there with your last whisper, or in place of your last whisper. So that's the topic for today's video. Thank you for watching this video this far if you did. I know this is a topic that some people are just automatically going to be like, nope, this crit no matter what. So I really appreciate the fact that you decided to watch this video this far anyway. Thank you very much. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe as well. I don't know which video will be next, because life be quite a mess. So until this time, take care from the Fargodai FS, and thank you again for watching.